Have you ever noticed how greed blinds us? How the hunger for more often makes us lose even what we already have? Life has a way of teaching us that sometimes wanting too much can leave us with nothing at all. Today, I will tell you a timeless story, a story of a greedy dog, a simple bone, and a mistake that changed everything. Listen closely, because within this tale lies a lesson that can change the way you see your own life. In a small village, surrounded by fields of golden wheat and forests that whispered with the wind, there lived a dog. He was not like other dogs who were satisfied with scraps or loyal to their masters. No, this dog was different. He was clever, fast, and strong. He knew how to find food when others starved and how to snatch what wasn't his. The children of the village often pointed at him, saying, "There goes the clever one." But the elders shook their heads, whispering, "Clever, yes, but greedy, and greed always brings ruin." The dog never listened. To him, every word of warning was useless noise. His heart had only one hunger: more. If he had bread, he wanted meat. If he had meat, he wanted 2 pieces instead of 1. His eyes never looked at what he owned. They always searched for what others had. One hot afternoon, when the sun burned above and even the villagers rested in the shade, the dog wandered through the dusty streets with his nose twitching. His stomach growled like thunder. He had eaten in the morning, but already he wanted more. His paws tapped against the ground as he sniffed the air, searching, searching, searching. And then it came, the scent. Rich, savory, fresh. His nose lifted, his ears perked. He followed the smell eagerly, weaving through narrow alleys until he reached the butcher's shop. The shop was quiet. The butcher was inside, sharpening his knife. And just at the doorway, lying carelessly on the ground, was a bone. Not just any bone, but a large, juicy one, still glistening with bits of meat. The dog's eyes widened, his mouth watered, his tail wagged furiously. "Mine," he thought, "this will be mine." Without hesitation, he leapt forward, grabbed the bone between his sharp teeth, and ran. Through the streets he dashed, ignoring the startled cries of villagers, ignoring the cats that hissed at him. His paws pounded against the ground, dust flying behind him. Children shouted, "Look, the greedy dog stole again!" But he didn't care. He only thought of the delicious feast he was about to enjoy. At last, panting with pride, he reached the edge of the village. Beyond it lay the river, its waters glittering under the sun. A wooden bridge stretched across, old but sturdy. The dog padded onto it, his jaws clutching the bone, his eyes shining with triumph. He looked at the bone lovingly. "Tonight, I will eat like a king. No one will dare challenge me." But then, something caught his eye. He glanced down into the clear water below the bridge, and there he froze. Beneath him, in the river's surface, was another dog. A dog with bright eyes and sharp teeth, and, most importantly, a dog carrying a bone. The greedy dog blinked. His ears twitched, his heart thumped harder. He tilted his head, and the dog in the water tilted too. He growled, and the reflection growled back. But then came the thought that poisoned his heart. "That bone looks bigger than mine, juicier, richer. If I can grab it, I'll have 2 bones. Then I'll be the happiest dog alive." Greed sparkled in his eyes. He barked, and the water rippled. The dog below barked too, mocking him. The greedy dog's rage grew. He forgot everything, the bone in his own mouth, the villagers' warnings, even his hunger. He saw only the prize he wanted. And so, blinded by desire, he opened his mouth to snatch it. The bone slipped from his jaws. Time seemed to slow. He watched in horror as it tumbled through the air, then splashed into the river. The water swallowed it greedily, carrying it away into the depths. The greedy dog lunged forward desperately, but there was nothing to grab. He barked, but the sound echoed emptily. He looked into the water again, but there was no other dog, no bigger bone. Only his own face stared back at him, empty-mouthed, empty-hearted. His body trembled, his stomach twisted with hunger, his eyes dimmed with shame. The bone he had once carried so proudly was gone, all because of his greed. Slowly, he walked away from the bridge. His paws dragged against the dirt. His tail hung low. His head drooped. The proud sparkle in his eyes was gone. Now, there was only regret. That night, he lay under a tree, his belly empty, his heart heavy. He remembered the warnings of the elders. He remembered how content other dogs seemed with little. And for the first time, he understood what they had meant. Greed does not give, it only takes. Days passed, and the greedy dog was never the same. He no longer snatched food from others. He no longer chased illusions in the water. He learned to value the scraps he found, to be thankful for what he had. He was still clever, still quick, but now he was wiser. And though his life was simple, he was finally at peace. My friend, this story is not just about a dog. It is about us. How often do we look at what others have and forget the blessings in our own hands? How often do we risk everything, chasing shadows, only to end up with nothing? Greed is a dangerous illusion. It whispers, you need more, you deserve more. But in the end, it steals even what we already have. Gratitude, on the other hand, is true wealth. To be thankful for what you hold is to live richer than kings. So remember this. Cherish what is yours. Value the blessings you already have. Do not let greed steal the joy of today while you chase illusions of tomorrow. And if this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs this reminder today. And for more timeless tales with powerful life lessons, don't forget to subscribe to Life Lessons Library. Because sometimes one simple story is enough to change a life forever.